Oh, well. Oh, why am I not started yet? Because
Well,
I've got a delay.
Who knows?
I'm going to go out. Oh, I guess I can't even do that.
Hi, Kara.
What's wrong with me? There I am.
There
Hey,
you
Kara.
are.
Well, Susie was up. If Susie's back. Yeah, she hadn't been there. She wasn't even there before, I think. So we'll just give it a minute. I don't want to waste too much time with this internet being the way it is. I hope everybody does come back. Why don't we just move on to Kara for now? Kara, go ahead and type your question. If Susie comes back, we'll do her after you. Oh, she was? Oh. You're right. I think I saw her say I'm here, right? Yeah, Carol, we finished Swathy's reading, so we were going to start the next one. So go ahead, and if Susie comes, we'll do her right after you. I'm just going to make a note on my list here.
You're welcome, Swathy.
What do the ancestors want to tell you?
Is it
Your
my
deck? I think. So I nibble on some more grapes. We never did a sunny cam, did we?
No, we never did. I'll do it. No, don't touch it. Don't you dare touch it.
Get it, Sonny. That's it. Turn around so you can be full. Oh, doggone him. Come here, you. See, Sonny's having a good old time here. He's getting massaged with a quartz wand. He's so happy.
Oh, good gracious.
He's just chilling, Angel. All right. Your deck. Oh, I shuffle. Oopsie. All right, Angel. We'll keep that in mind. Sonny.
Oh.
What? Kara! What have you been up to?
No, it's what the ancestors are telling her.
Oh, what have your ancestors been up to?
And then there's the reversed Seven of Pentacles.
What's the word on that one?
It says failure.
Seven of Pentacles?
This
I could see
this
that.
is Crowley.
Yeah, I know.
And then there's the reversed Knight of Cups. Well, gee.
So is that strength?
What number is it?
It's number 11.
That would be strength.
Okay, that's what I thought. So they do strength and justice reversed. I just wanted
And
to
call
be...
it lust. Lustus.
Lustus. Well, I call it strength. So, because it's not justice. And, so what do your ancestors want you to know?
Mm-hmm.
Is that sometimes you have to crack a few eggs to get to where you need to be. You know, it's like not all of your ancestors want you to know that, you know, when things fail and you feel very, very bad about them, you know, they want you to know that they are there for you. They are always there for you, guiding you and protecting you. And also they want you to recognize that through failure, through things that don't turn out the way we want them to, things you end up learning and growing, and you grow stronger in the process.
Well, I think that the ancestors also want to say, too, that the thing about strength is that it's a lust for life. It's a love and a lust for life. And when you see the Seven of Pentacles reversed, that it maybe is saying, rather than just keep it all to yourself, you need to put it somewhere else, too. That idea that, you know, your love for life, your lust for life is bigger than you yourself are, you know, that it can't really be contained. That's what the ancestors are telling you. And they just want you to be careful that, you know, you are somebody that maybe can easily be hurt. So just be careful as you move forward, you know, trying to find, you know, what is true and meaningful for you in that term.
Well, you know, and going back to what I said, I feel that the ancestors also want you to know that you will get more, you know, in failure. Instead of acting out, or instead of letting your emotions get the better of you, if you show quiet strength, quiet resilience, it will get you much further.
All right, with Lenormand, I see Susie's back. Hold on to that question.
I know, I saw it.
Okay, the first one is cross, and then stork. Well.
So I think, too, the ancestors might be saying to you that some new beginning, you know, something new that you were hoping to get started or get off the ground, may cause you a lot of stress, worry, or grief. It may not turn out the way you had hoped. I really almost feel this falls right in line here with the Seven of Pentacles.
I guess it does, and I guess, you know, it's saying really that the crack the eggs theory, I guess, that really what you're doing is really trying to just be your best self and expect that, you know, not everyone else calibrates to you the way they should, and that, you know, it will be, you know, that process of getting there.
Right. And that's what we have for you, Kara. I hope that made some sense to you from the ancestors or spirits. Good luck with that.
Calibrate this.
Okay, so Susie wants to know if a Lika, the Cancer, and a Capricorn be happy if they didn't break up. Would they be happier if they didn't break up? Is that what you said? Let's see. Let's go back to my leaf deck here.
You're welcome, Kara.
You are welcome, Kara. Go. So yes, should we go down? We will come back. It's just going to be a problem for a while yet. So I still try to get some stuff done.
We're just going to stay on 24/7, you know. Oh, Mr. O's flushing the toilet. Pay no attention to the water sound.
But we have this event. We've had a busy week this week. I have a doctor's appointment, a Zoom appointment tomorrow too, as well as some of the stuff we still have to do to get ready. So I haven't been able to deal constructively with my internet service provider again yet. But I will be. I will be. Well, we have the Lovers reversed here. We have the Five of Cups reversed. Wow. When I first used these cards, we had all upright cards. Now most of them. That's when we did it for Libra. Now we have all reversed. This is the Six of Cups reversed. This is very interesting.
5 and 6 of Cups.
Yeah, I know. Well, considering the question, too. So I'll be happy if they didn't break up. I'm not really sure they would be.
It almost sounds like they were destined to break up. Like, in a way, it was always going to work out that way. And
you have the Lovers reversed here, which indicates either something was not fated to be or someone made the wrong choice. There was some parting of ways. There's this Five of Cups reversed, which also indicates to me that somebody wanted something new or different. Somebody wanted to walk away from things that they didn't find, that maybe there was disappointments or there was some disagreements that made them disappointed, and they walked away. And the Six of Cups reversed indicates, though, that...
Well, I think that they walked away because maybe they felt that if they knew them from the past, that somehow there was too much baggage there or expectations from the past that didn't work out, and that maybe they felt there was wrong reasons, really.
That's it, that they feel that there's just too much history now, in that either, and when I say history, it doesn't mean they had to be together for years. But what it does mean is that, that there was just a lot going on that this person did not find was very good for them. Whether that's true or not, that's just their perspective. And that's kind of what I see there.
That's what I got too.
Yeah.
All right, Lenormand. I think I'll do a closer up of Sunny in a moment for all of his wonderful fans.
Oh.
Ooh.
The Headless Horseman.
Which is the rider.
Yeah.
And then the bats, again, which are the birds, and they're similar messages.
Well, in a way, because this could be read a couple of different ways, but I think that the birds are about messages coming towards, one of the people involved here. There's some news that's coming.
The messages will drive the...
Maybe it is about Alika. It's possible. Some messages will be moving towards, you. Maybe about this situation.
Well, and maybe saying really that there is more information that even maybe you don't have about exactly what that question meant. And maybe there's more to uncover. And
this could also mean that there are others. The birds is often about others and what they have to say. So there might be multiple, really, maybe there's going to be multiple messages coming, about this situation. Or people talking about it, if that makes sense at all. That's what I see. Sometimes, Susie, that birds card, which is the bats in this deck, can indicate gossip. So that's what we have for you. I don't think it looks like it would have been happy.
No, it doesn't.
All right. And we're on Angel Rivera, who said card, I think, message. So your deck?
Okay.
I'll look at it again. It's just wants a card in the shadow, see what spirit may say.
Okay, I'm going to use the Ancestral Tarot,
All right.
the Ancestral Path.
And there's Sunny.
Oh, I said I was going to do
You
something.
were.
Yeah.
You can focus it on him while you do your cards shuffle. Extreme close-up of Sunny. Sunny, you're on camera. Smile for the crowd. Don't fall asleep. He's doing a loaf, well, semi-loaf. Are you just not into it today? He's not into it today. Yeah. That's our extended Sunny cam. All right. It's tough being a star, isn't it, Sunny? As he lays there falling asleep.
Is that what it is? The crystal energies? Maybe I heard that once before.
Oh, yeah. I have to keep this around then. And maybe he won't be jumping all over the place.
Cat dope. All right, so this was for Angel. The top card is, ooh, Judgment.
Oh,
Look
no.
at that.
Uh-oh.
It looks like some surrealist vision. So I think the top card is saying this is really about you probably ascending into something a little bit more cerebral, spiritual at this time. This may be secondary, or not secondary, but peripheral to the rest of your life. Like this is just saying maybe this is a time for you to look more into esoteric studies of some sort, or something that maybe requires a certain level of discipline and has some consequences about, you know, understanding a lot of bigger things in yourself at this time.
Is somebody pulling her in, or is she trying to draw somebody out of there?
It's a little bit of both.
It's a little bit of both. And so, I don't know, I feel here that there's some definite transformative energy around you right now, but it's almost as if maybe there's something reawakening or rekindling. Whatever it is, all I can say is, what is that I hear? What's that alarm clock going off? It looks like a wake-up call of some sort is coming. And it's not quite the same as the tower wake-up call, such a shocking, shattering thing. It's the realization or the recognition that it is time now. It's time for you to take something further or to reawaken something that you've allowed to go dormant, something along those lines.
All right, so now for the shadow, the bottom card. Oh, it's the Two of Cups. So does this sort of influence that, or,
Wow.
or does it reflect something?
Well, it's not like
towards
the
it?
Lenormand here. So it's a shadow. So okay, I know this is usually about connecting and relationships, but you know, in joy and harmony, I almost feel here though that because of judgment, I mean, unless you've forgotten about your significant other and you need to restore some excitement back into the relationship or whatever, I feel here that this is more about reawakening some interest into something you've let go dormant. It's time to regenerate and renew something maybe that you used to love doing.
Right. It may represent that it was a commitment to a process, of study or of a certain level of family. It could be as simple as saying like you used to have time for a date night and now you don't have time for that. But it's probably something a little deeper dive than that.
Yeah, no, I really figure this isn't relationships. This is really
Yeah.
more about connecting back with something that you really maybe, wanted to do, but you either didn't have the time, the energy, you felt you didn't have the talent. Whatever the case may be, Judgment is saying it's time to re-emerge that, and bring it back to life. You're Lenormand?
Mm-hmm. Letter followed by ship.
Huh. Well, I don't know. Are you planning on taking a trip somewhere? Going to a conference or something? Are you planning on, maybe sending off an article or a manuscript somewhere? Writing something that maybe will move out there to a greater audience? I wonder about that in a way, because letters, of course, could be the act of you writing the letter, you writing something down, so I'm not going to rule that out.
Well, my first thought about Judgment was connecting to, some esoteric discipline or studies, perhaps. And, of course, the Two of Cups could be saying creating the bond with whatever that is. If it's not esoteric specifically, it is something advancing yourself philosophically, intellectually. And these could be saying too, like maybe the letter is, some sort of communication about acceptance into that school or into that discipline. I'm not sure if the ship means that you're just going to be making that move there. Like it's probably more likely, an online course, but maybe it's not. Maybe it could be something that's physically traversable.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I mean, even if it's not esoterics per se, if it's some
Right.
other kind of certification or education process.
I really feel it's something that you care, you care about. And so this is something that would be re-emerging, but there's something involved with written communications and movement. And I'm assuming, you're not taking some long travel trip, but, certainly that could be indicated by this as well. It doesn't have to be it could be over water, but not necessarily by ship. It could be, it could be, these are tickets to something, tickets for a plane, tickets for train, whatever the case may be. So I'm not going to rule that out either, but I really feel here it's somehow connected to something you've always wanted to do, and maybe you've let it kind of...
That's the Two of Cups thing,
yeah.
Something you really wanted to do, love.
So we have for you, Angel. Good luck with that.
All right.
Addison is up.
All right, Addison.
Oh.
It'll be your deck.
A colleague who left for a conference. Conferences, I miss them.
You're welcome.
Little mini junkets, but they were always so good learning experiences. It's just too bad we didn't follow through on some of the things that we got back from those conferences. Welcome, Angel. So I know Addison's here.
Mm-hmm.
Just wait a few moments.
I didn't think Mama T asked for a reading. I thought she just said she came in to say hi or good night or something like that.
Well, maybe we missed it.
I was watching.
I don't mind doing a general for Mama T.
Okay.
Missed her last time. What are you...
Well...
Yeah, the travel preps, well, and COVID, oh my goodness. But, in some of the places you go...
Oh, she did, okay.
are more conducive than others. I think going to Florida in June for one of the ALAs I had to work with, that was kind of rough. It was very humid, and I don't breathe well in heavy humidity because of my asthma. I just did not do well on that trip. I enjoyed the conference, but I didn't do well on that trip.
We're going to have a countdown?
Mama T asked for a reading. See?
I see that.
Oh, hi, Viddy. We should probably fit you in. We'll do it. We're going to move on if Addison does not answer soon. Come on, Addison. All right. Yes, really, Violet. Yes. Yes. All right, Addison, we're going to move on. Sorry. Throws list out the window. Viddy, of course we'll read for you. I hope you're still here.
Those are not very customer-friendly statements.
Oh, okay. Mr. O is taking over. I can't stop him. All right, Karen is up. Let's go to Karen. See, we added Viddy and Karen, and Addison's gone. So that's the way it works sometimes.
Right, but if Addison comes back, we'll say yes.
He's throwing you under the bus. But, yeah, he's right. I mean, I know we should be a little bit more tight with the list, but I thought I'd add Viddy. Those tires hurt. Mr. O is a Scorpio.
Well, I'm thinking about my parents who were very strict.
Oh, is that where you get it from, Mr. O?
Is it Karen? General Reed?
Yes, General
right.
Reed. We've got you, Karen. Is it my turn? Yes. Tossed under one. A running bus one. I like that. Mr. O can come up with that, I'm sure.
What?
Read Angel.
I didn't see it. Did I delete him too?
Oh, we need a running bus gif or
Really?
such for when someone gets tossed under one. You could do that.
Yeah.
Here you go.
My evil scorpionic laugh may betray me. Alrighty.
All right. Well, guess who's come up again? And this is the first time I'm using this deck.
The King of Swords. Or Knight of Swords. No, Page of Swords. That's right, it was the Page of Swords. Holy cow.
And we got another page.
Page of Pentacles.
And then we got the Five of Cups reversed. That's come up once before, but not too often. Well, I'll tell you what, this is looking pretty good here. This is definitely looking pretty good here, Karen. I feel here... I feel here that decisions or judgments will be fair. I also feel here you might, excuse me, you might have a decision or something that you have to take care of, and you're ready to do it. You know, just make sure. This card is indicating that you'll communicate your intent clearly, just so people understand what it is, you know, you are saying and what you're, you know, what you're deciding. so that they understand the decision. It looks as though here could be the beginning of something growthful for you. There might even be some income or money coming in a little bit. The Page of Pentacles is here, and often that can be some good news about money or income or a new job or whatever the case may be, something involving money and finances. It could also mean, pages are beginning cards in a way, in the court cards. They're like the child of the court cards. And so when you think about it, this could have to do with a real time of learning for you. Maybe you'll take up some type of study, or, you'll learn how to do something new or something that you need to get done. And the Five of Cups indicates that some new opportunity is headed your way. It could be involving this Page of Pentacles.
Well, I'm reading from the reverse, and I feel like the new opportunities coming present ideas of things that were salvaged maybe from something that didn't quite make it, maybe an altercation or a disagreement with friends, but out of whatever that is, that mishmash thing, is maybe new resolve to tackle, objectives, or maybe people that say, I want to be supportive of your objectives, or people that want to be team workers with you. And I feel too that maybe there's a sense too that you somehow have seen a different side of things or a different angle, and that gives you the ability to maybe say, let's reapproach this and let's move it on again, let's do it again, returning yourself to that activity in a way.
Well, whatever it is, there is some opportunity presenting itself. And take care, Swathi. We'll see you soon. A new opportunity presenting himself. I almost like the way you read that backwards. I could also read it with this in the middle, really.
Good night, Swathi.
In that some new growthful opportunity may come your way, and you're going to have to make a decision about it. It's clearly something that could be very positive for you, but are you up for the challenge? Is it the right timing?
You're welcome. See you next time. Wait till you see some of my new berets. I have some new colorful berets to wear.
Oh boy. Oh. Yeah, this is really interesting. It goes back maybe to what I said the first time. The first card I drew was the key. Now, whenever you get the key, it's basically saying that the other card is the key. But what is the key? The spooky trail, which is basically the path. And so again, I almost think this harkens back to the Page of Swords, that there may be some decisions you have to make, some choices. Maybe this also has to do with this opportunity here.
Right, the opportunity really presents you going into another direction or being able to consider one or more directions.
Yeah.
So it really seems like it's about those other page cards there, being able to see where you could really make it better, like I said, or however I suggested that, and then having that resolve to do that. And I guess Violet is asking us about Vidi.
What about Vidi?
Do you have one?
Yes, for Vidi. If they're still here, I don't know. Okay, so, God, I was going to say something. Let me think. So the thing is, it really sounds to me like you're going to have some kind of opportunity coming to you, and you're going to have to make a decision on what you want to do with this. It could involve money, and you're going to have to make a decision. I think it's really clear.
Right, because part of it looks like maybe it's a decision that makes you feel like maybe you've already been here, and so you're going to be doubtful about it, but it really won't be, or there are ramifications about how it really will move you in another direction. It just sort of comes maybe from a little bit of a past vibe in some respects.
Yeah, and it's possible too that what this is saying is the decisions that you make, will influence your ability to, attract something growthful or new or some new financial opportunity. So I don't know what's happening, but something seems to be opening up for you right now, Susie. I'm sorry, Karen. Karen, so good luck with that.
Good luck, Karen.
Oops, why am I doing that? All right.
All right, go ahead, Viddy. Okay, I know you were. That's fine. We all tease a lot here, and so sometimes, it's really hard to understand each of our teasing styles. You can bet on me being the one with the most cruelty attached.
Okay, Violet, I promise you now the list is closed no matter who else comes. We'll do Viddy, we'll do Mama T, and we'll do you.
And then Gina shows up.
Oh, well, dang you, Mr. O. That would be the only exception. Darn him. He just jinxed the show. But I have to give Gina.
Viddy, go ahead with your question.
Yeah, Viddy, hurry up. No.
Okay, what does HT think about you?
Okay.
Very good. Okay, we're going to do that.
I'm glad we could get you in, Viddy.
This is really past Gina's bedtime.
She's come late like this before, though. She has. So
Karen, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate that. I thought some things were just on that borderline of a little bit of vagueness, so I'm glad if it resonated to you. Appreciate that.
All right. Okay. Oh, thank you, Karen. All right, what you got?
So, once again, the Five of Cups.
Upright this time, though.
Upright.
That's a different story.
Then there's the reversed Four of Discs or Four of Pentacles. And then the reversed Ten of Cups.
Oh. Okay. So what does HT think about you? Is this a relationship or a potential relationship? Or is this like somebody you work with or a boss or something like that? I want to know because I could pick up different things here. But I will say the Five of Pentacles is here.
Cups.
And, I'm sorry. Oh.
Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups.
The Five of Cups is here.
Okay, Viddy says friends.
Oh, friends. The Five of Cups is here, and it seems like there may be some disappointment right now or some sorrow. And if everything seems to be going well, the only thing I can think of is that maybe this person feels that they can tell you, they're free to talk about the things that bother them or disappoint them. But if not, if things haven't been going well, then I do feel there may be some disappointment in you, if there have been problems in this relationship.
Well, the Five of Cups and the Ten of Cups, one is kind of like the level of the other. Did I cut you off?
No, go
No,
ahead. I
okay.
was just reading.
So, and one is reversed and one is upright. So I sort of feel that this sense of disappointment, not really feeling like, like they have everything from you. Like maybe they feel they don't have everything from you. Like maybe you're holding back on being more of a friend in certain respects, either by not confiding them in certain ways or not helping them in certain ways. And they may feel too, though, about you, is that maybe there is unhappiness about you, and maybe they feel that in other senses you give a lot more than you receive, or you say this one better actually, but
That's the 5. Oh no,
no, that's the 4.
4. The 4 is about release when it's reversed
Okay.
to me. Letting
Release.
go of things. So what does that mean in this case? I don't know. I'm looking at different things here. There's so many ways I could read these cards, and some ways are better than others. So I want to throw out both possibilities here, the good and the bad. And I feel here that maybe this person feels you're somebody that they can confide in. Have they gone through a bad time? Did they go through a difficult relationship, a separation where they had to let somebody go? Or they were let go from something. Maybe it was a job even, or something, family separation. I feel something here that they've gone through some difficult times and they really might lean on you a bit, because of that. That's one thing.
Well, what I'm feeling here from based on what you said and what I'm seeing there,
That leads into my other thing.
is
But go
that
ahead.
they have a hard time communicating feelings to you, and it may be that they have a hard time understanding themselves emotionally as just being friends with a person or a different kind of friendship. So I'm not suggesting that there's anything misdirected about how they feel about you, but they just can't really quite put it to mind what they feel there, and maybe they want to. That's that 4 of Pentacles reversed. They want to get a lot of things off their chest to you. Maybe it's about how they feel. Maybe they feel you're unhappy, and maybe they feel, whether that's true or not, maybe they feel they could be able to help you with that more, but they don't know either how to open up to you or whether they should wait for you to open up to them, if that's what is really what they feel here.
Wow. Well, I see what you wrote there. And so the other thing I was going to say was tied kind of into what you're talking about a little bit here. Because what I was thinking is that there's some disappointment here. And they may feel that they're not getting along with you as well as they should, or maybe that they thought they would. There's just, I feel these 2 cards for some reason go together. It's interesting because one's the 5 and one's the 10.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
But this 4 has significance to me this way. I feel like they might need space. I think right now they might need some space. And maybe they feel like you are clinging to them too much right now. And they need you to loosen up a little bit so that they can have more space.
Bingo.
See, that's kind of like this card is about letting go. And I feel like that would probably maybe give them some space right now. And things might work out. Because right now they're just maybe you're onto something there. I feel that these cards may carry that message.
All right. Okay, so we do the Lenormand, and then the first card is the cross. The second card is the key.
Oh.
So it may be that it's them themselves that maybe are grieving or feel sad about something. They have some grief, and maybe this is what it is. They don't know how. This is that unhappiness there, that 10 of Cups. They don't know how to release that to you. They don't feel like they can talk to you about this for some reason, perhaps. But that's what the key is that they want to know how to release this.
Well, I think the key for you in this situation, maybe, and I'm going to go both ways with this one too a little bit, but the key for you in this situation would be to get to the bottom of it. Instead of stressing out about this and being anxious, just ask what's wrong, and just say, hey, I can back off a little bit if you need some time, you need some space. The other thing is just that, don't allow yourself to be, don't stress too much over this. If you feel that something's wrong, maybe just give it, like I said, a little bit of breathing room.
All right.
That's what we have for you, Viddy. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Viddy. That's a little vague there. What I asked the other day, does that mean that she asked that just to herself?
Mama T. Oh, no, she did leave a message, but we had downtime and different things that happened.
I don't remember what that
It
is.
was about the dreams she was having. She was having dreams of being drowned and dying violently, I think, and she just wants to know if there's some kind of message or omen in the dreams. Yeah.
That's interesting, Viddy. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and this person just may need space for whatever reasons right now. Try not to stress too much over it, and or if you need to, really, I think the best advice with that key and that cross is maybe it's time to get to the bottom of what's wrong so you know what they need, and just reiterate that you appreciate their friendship.
All right, so
my deck, is that it or yours? I think
it's your deck.
Oh, all right then. Well, for Mama T's
You're welcome,
question, I think I'm going to go back to the Dark Woods for this, see what they've got. Well, this is the time of year we tend to dream more. Some
That's
dreams
true,
have
yeah.
meanings, some not. I had a wacky dream. He woke me out of one day. It was about him, too. And it's, I don't dream much anymore, but I'm bound to dream in the fall. It just, or right before fall, it always just seems to start happening for me.
So happy birthday once again, Libra. I see you've rejoined us.
Hey, Libra, happy birthday.
Your reading was at the very beginning.
We gave you a birthday reading, so go ahead and check it out if you haven't.
Yes, it was pretty interesting.
It was. And actually, it's not at the beginning of this stream. It's at the beginning of the previous stream.
Right, because we went down.
Because we went down and we had to restart again.
Good luck finding it.
Well, it's at the beginning
It's
of
at the
that
beginning.
stream. But remember, it's the first stream, not this one. So,
How to get to the bottom of it, as you mentioned?
well, just by coming up front and saying, is something wrong? Am I doing something wrong? Is everything okay? Just doing a little checkup on, the person, and just seeing if, there's anything you need to do or whatever.
The timing has to be right, of course.
Yeah, it's best sometimes to just confront it and just say, I feel, and also couch it carefully. Just say, I feel like maybe something's wrong. Is there anything I can do, or can are you okay?
This makes me feel like kind of thing. Okay, so this was for Mama T, right?
Yes, about the dream, and that's
Okay.
very interesting.
So the Six of Swords upright.
Okay.
And then Death upright.
She's going to freak out. Mama T, don't freak out. Don't freak out.
And then another six.
I know.
But the Six of Wands.
But it's reversed.
Reversed. And of course, this
I know.
is like two specific, like, sailing down the river Styx there.
The river Styx, which is water, and she was talking about dreams of drowning. And then she has the death card.
So it's a metaphor for her transforming or changing.
Exactly, Mama T. Sometimes I wonder here, and I'm going to make the analogy in a minute, but let's read the cards and then I'll make the analogy that needs to be made here. Because the Six of Swords is about taking a journey to better conditions. You need to change your life in big ways. Clearly with death here, death is saying change and transformation must occur. Now is the time. Now is the time to make the improvements and make the changes you need in your life. And the Six of Wands reversed is just saying to me that oftentimes you feel as though either you're not deserving of this better life, you aren't able to make it happen, and you're kind of pulling down on yourselves, because maybe you're looking for that validation in the wrong place. You're looking at validation from others when you need to get it from yourself. You need to be self-satisfied. You need to make yourself happy and not worry about what others think or feel about you.
I think everything Banshee says is pretty right. I sort of saw that too, as the idea of the metaphor about change. You have to learn how to embrace it maybe on its own level. The Six of Wands reverse could be saying too that, if you compare yourself too much to other people's success quotients, then you always feel like you're not winning because you're comparing yourself to those terms. And so you need to have your own standards of what a victory or success means.
You're welcome, Viddy. I hope that helped.
Yeah, thanks, Viddy.
Mama T. So basically, your dream symbology might be speaking in terms of, this violence was being done to you from the outside. But the thing is, I really do think it's a metaphor, You really feel threatened by making the changes you need, and maybe that you need to make. So it feels like a threat to you. It feels like something's coming at you. But what it is, it's trying to take you to a better place.
And it's learning how really to share your victory with other people who will probably be your partners, whether that's your actual partner or other people. So sometimes you have to work with other people to achieve those ends. How we're bugging you to make sure you take care of yourself, and sometimes that involves talking to the right people, doing the right things.
So I feel like change and transformation is coming, and with the death card, you really can't stop that train. You could try, but the more you resist, the more difficult it gets.
I was getting a little sleepy here.
So,
just had a big yawn.
And we're 4 minutes before our closing time.
We'll do this.
Right on time. So let's do that Lenormand and see what we get, Mama T, what we can add to this. So I find this reading is very, very metaphoric in regards to your dreams. It's fascinating, actually, the way it turned out.
All right.
It's you, Lady Pumpkinhead.
Lady Pumpkinhead.
And we got the candy.
Candy is flowers? No, it is.
It is.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's nice.
I know. So, in other words, you're either going to receive a gift or joy is going to start returning once more. My advice to you strongly is do not resist making changes. Positive changes that need to be made. Believe in yourself. Eliminate those self-doubts you have. And don't look for others, to give you that validation. You've got to feel good inside. And good things are going to start coming to you. This is what this is all about. It's about joy. It's about happiness. It's about receiving things that bring you joy.
Right. This big change that you should be moving towards is about how you validate yourself rather than looking for validation from other people. You're the one that's in charge of yourself, and you can do it.
All right, that's what we have for you, and we're moving right into Violet Lotus's question. And
All
yeah,
right.
let's take a look at that, Violet.
All right. So I think we're going to do this as a yes or no, straight up.
No, I think we should do 3 cards.
All
I
right.
want to see the process. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I'm being the violator today.
Today,
Shh.
if I recall right, that license said, "Till death do you part." Where's my bickering button? Ooh.
Oh, hey, I'm
an
used to it,
equal
Violet.
opportunity bus thrower under person. Who's next?
But the wheels on my bus still go round and round.
The Leos on my
The
bus.
wheels.
No, I said. For
I
me,
heard you.
The Leos on my bus.
Or you mean under your bus?
Well, I have run under a Leo or two. No names shall be mentioned.
Oh,
Ooh,
my goodness.
But there are at least 2.
Come on, you.
Okay, for Violet. So you have the Queen of Cups.
Ooh. There you go.
Upright. You have the Prince, which is the Knight of Swords. Ooh. And another upright card.
Yay!
The 5 of Wands.
What happened to Mr. O's cards today? They're pretty good. They've been a mixed bag.
This is really amazing. I think the Queen of Cups is saying, that there's a strong emotional love and care that you feel for this project, and that sort of pulls you into the control factors. But you already have them too with that Knight of Swords. This is saying really it's about your movement, the idea of how you're just pushing us forward, your own drive, swords and energy, resulting in the fact that really you're going to find lots of help from all the people who are your friendly competitors, your friendly partners, and who really want you to be successful too.
That's great to hear, Divine You. We have closed the list, though, so we can't read for you tonight. But I'm glad to hear that. That's awesome.
Oh, that is wonderful.
It all went well. And didn't we tell you it would all go well?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm sorry we can't read for you. We really have to close tonight. But we appreciate you coming here to tell us that. That's
Yeah.
really wonderful.
Thanks, Divine. So appreciate you. All right, we're finishing up with Violet Lotus. We already had some downtime tonight, so that's why we're trying to get it done. Violet, you know what? This is just a great decision. You going out and doing that, and you know it. You decided now is the time. You decided to strike. That's that Knight of Swords. He's fast moving. He means business once he gets going. So, keep that drive and energy moving you forward. And the Queen of Cups is saying, yes, use your intuitive abilities, use them as well. Obviously, when you're creating spreads the way you have, that's a great thing to do. I can't remember if you did this, but get back here. Sonny had to dive bomb the set. Could you pick up your card? Because I want to talk about there. So what I want to say here is that, maybe too, like for example, when you're putting out your spread, you don't have to always do this, but maybe sometimes you might want to do a sample reading and attach it and just give people an idea of how the spread works for you. Or just a sample, And then the other thing is the 5 of Wands here is welcome to our world of competition. So, the 5 of Wands is indicating here that, hey, you're probably going to do okay, especially if you're putting your heart and soul into this. but just recognize anyway that in this environment, competition is steep out there. And it'll probably take some time, and maybe not. You might be pleasantly surprised at being one of those people that quickly builds your audience. So don't give up, and always try to keep one step ahead. Or, maybe this card is also about working on collaborations with other people in some way.
I thought about that too.
Yeah. Did you talk about that card already?
A little bit. I
Okay.
said that was about, the friendly
Yeah.
competitors and or friendly partners.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So with the Lenormand,
Wow.
how interesting.
Oh.
We get the moon, and then we get the scythe. But the scythe is pointed away from the moon, which is probably a good thing, right?
It's probably
Bye for now.
better. I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. The moon is about success, really, in your venture. But this knife here is sharp, but it's pulling the other way. I wonder, though, if it means that that you will have to cut through some obstacles to achieve success. And my guess is that it probably relates to the competition. And I've got to just say it in a metaphor with this scythe and say, you've got to remain cut above the competition. So, always thinking about what you can cover that other people haven't, or innovative ways of presenting your material, even just in the way it's presented, can make all the difference. So in other words, you got to be on the cutting edge to achieve success.
Well, I really like the idea of the moon being a crescent and sickle shaped, as well as the scythe. So
That's a
there's
good
sort
point,
of
Mr.
a
O.
synchronicity going on here. Maybe this is just saying that really, in terms of those elements of the mystery and finding out things, you're on the cutting edge of that you're able to really portray that. And so this is once again a good sign, the success of the moon, too, saying that you are cutting towards that, or you're cutting with that. The energy is sort of cutting with rather than for or against, because they're going together.
Get the points?
I like the symbology of doing
Yeah.
that. I'm not exactly the Lenormand reader as much as I can also incorporate that into just how it feels symbolically, numerologically. Wow.
It's a great reading. So it's looking good at this point. Obviously you have put already a few pieces of good material out there. And so it's saying from what's going on at this point in time, it's looking good. But just be sure that, you realize that it's a process.
You're welcome then, too.
That's what we have for you. Yay! Hey,
All right.
We made it, Mr. O. Look at that. Only 6 minutes overtime.
I wanted to thank
Is that a
Divine. If Divine is still around, I wanted to thank her for coming and sharing her good news.
Yes.
Appreciate the good vibes. Much success to you continued. And of course, I wanted to thank everybody. And it is more or less happy equinox. So I had the pleasure of going to a Unitarian Universalist gathering last night that was for the International Day of Peace. So I went there representing myself and also Covenant the Goddess. And it was kind of interesting because I met this older gal. She was part of the choir. She was older. She had to have been in her 80s. And she had heard me talking to somebody else. And she said, she came up to me and she said, I have to talk to you. And then she told me about how she was hanging with the UU church doing all this stuff. But she was a born-again pagan. So we talked for the longest time, nearly a half an hour, I think, about 20 minutes. It was fun.
Mr. O and his interfaith work.
We did make it.
So, hey, I want to thank everybody. And yes, I want to wish everybody a happy fall equinox. Feel the balance today. It's been a great day here. I immersed myself in fall type activity already, making space upstairs. And
One other note.
what?
We're going to have our modality out a little bit later tonight to help celebrate the fall equinox.
The turn into the sign of Libra now. So check out the monthly modality message when it's released. And don't forget there's no happy hour Saturday. So I guess we'll see you all on Sunday.
All right.
All right, everybody. Take care. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.